What is up, guys? Quantric02 here. NXT Takeover The End just went off the air about an hour ago. And for a show that I wasn't really excited for, I'm not sure exactly why I wasn't really excited for it, but I just wasn't, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, it came to a point where I kind of forgot that the show was even tonight. That's bad. But I'm glad I watched it because the show was actually very, very good. And I'm about to run down every single match on the card for you and give you my thoughts. Here we go. So NXT Takeover kicked off with the debut of a brand new superstar by the name of Seen Alma. I probably just botched his name, but they've been showing a lot of vignettes about this guy. He was a masked wrestler. He took his mask off, and I guess now he's on his way to NXT, and he made his debut against Ty Dillinger tonight. I wasn't really excited for this guy when he first came out because he came out looking like a rip-off Godfather with some pants and a freaking a fancy hat. And I was like, oh, what the heck is this guy? But then he took all that stuff off and he looked pretty cool. But yeah, he had this was a really, really good match. Definitely a match that gets you into the show. This guy has a lot of very original moves. He did one spot where he did like a second rope moonsault and then flipped into it, did another moonsault right after that. That was a cool spot. And Ty Dillinger, he's always awesome to watch too. I like him a lot on NXT. Um, but the match would end with this guy. He would run it. He would put Ty Dillinger in the corner and hit double knees while he's in the corner. Kind of like think of Kevin Owens move in the corner. Kind of like that, you know. But yeah, pretty good match, and hopefully we see a lot more from this scene, Alma. Next was the NXT Tag Team title match between the defending champions American Alpha, Chad Gable, and Jason Jordan, taking on the Revival's Dash and Dawson. These guys, oh my! Every single time I don't know, man. There's something about Dash and Dawson, man. These guys, no matter who they're in the ring with, they found a way to put together a match, man, and almost a perfect tag team. Like, he's got the perfect heel tag team. I will keep saying it, but it is the truth. These guys are absolutely amazing in that ring, and man, I hope they get some success on the main roster because they definitely deserve it. Tonight was no different whatsoever. Jason Jordan and Chad Gable are great as well, man. Two of the best tag teams in NXT, and they prove why they are the best here tonight, man. I mean, oh man, there's so many spots in this matchup. I can't even go over all of them. But just they're oh, man, I don't even know how to say it, but they're just on point, man. Everything they do is on point. These two teams were synced up so well in this matchup. But I gotta point out one spot, and that had to be I think it was the Revival going for like one of their big tag moves where one of them picks them up for like a power bomb, and the other one like does like a close, like kind of like a doomsday device sort of. But when the guy jumped, I think it was Scott Dawson who jumped. Chad Gable caught him in a belly to belly, and that was like one of the craziest thing I ever seen. Such an original spot right there. I've never seen it before. Um, but in the end, American Alpha will go for their tag finisher, where Jason Jordan picks him up and Chad Gable drops him onto Chad Gable into a back suplex, and with a bridge. But when he did that, I think it was Dash. No, it was Dawson who threw Dash out of the way, got him out of harm's way, and then they hit their tag finisher, the Flapjack Codebreaker, and they won back the NXT Tag titles, and I believe they are the first champions, not just tag champions, but the first champions period in NXT to become a two-time champion. There hasn't been a two-time NXT champion. There's not been a two-time women's champion, but we got a two-time NXT Tag Team champions tonight, and these guys deserve it. I love watching these guys. I can't wait to see more out of Dash Dawson, and we know there's going to be a rematch. Hopefully, there's a stipulation behind it. But man, this match was probably one of the best matches of the night. Next was my personal favorite match of the night, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Austin Aries, two very respected superstars outside of the WWE clashing for the first time under a WWE banner. And my goodness, these guys tore the house down. Everything you wanted from this match, you got it, man. Honestly, you got your chain wrestling, you got your strong styles, kicks, elbows. everything. These guys did just about everything you could think of in this matchup, man. But I'm gonna just fast forward to towards the end. There was one spot where Aries did like a suicide dive, and he freaking, oh my god, he went head first into the into the bars on the outside, man. I think he almost busted his head freaking open doing that. It was crazy. But there's one spot where they did on the apron where they kept like reversing each other's moves. Um, both men got on the apron, and it was Shinsuke Nakamura who hit a roundhouse kick to the face of Austin Aries, getting rock him. I think he would try to like kick him again, but Aries would counter that, put him on his shoulder, hit a Death Valley driver on the freaking apron. It was sick. Um, my goodness, we saw the last chanceries. We saw, oh man, there was so much in this matchup. But the end will come once Aries got back in the ring. Shinsuke would hit a boombaye. I'm gonna call it that. I don't like the Kinshasa, whatever it's called in NXT, but the boombaye to the back of the head, and then hit the inverted power slam into probably the best boombaye he's hit in WWE so far. Man, it was really good, a really good one. Or Austin Aries just sold it well. But if there's any match on this card, you got to go back and watch. Definitely watch this one. This was my personal favorite matchup. These guys really delivered. The next match was for the NXT Women's Championship, and it was the champ Asuka taking on Nia Jax. This match was actually really good, and a lot of people may hate me for saying this, but I personally think this match was better than Bayley versus Nia Jax, and better than Asuka versus Bayley. This match was really good for what Nia Jax does in that ring. First side, she's getting better and better every time she gets in that ring. Because at first I was like, oh man, Nia Jax really isn't that good, but she's doing a lot of stuff in this matchup, man. She's showing her athleticism. We all know those Samoans, Samoan Dynasty, man. Those guys, they may be big, but they're agile as hell. And we got to see a little bit of that from her tonight too. She was like flipping out of arm bars and stuff, and a lot of cool stuff, man. But Asuka, oh man, she's she goes in there every time and hits those kicks and those elbows. It was one point she hit like three freaking back fists to the freaking oh my god, right to her face. But at the end, man, I think it was Oscar who would hit like a shining wizard to her, then kick her in the face, roundhouse kick her in the face. Nia Jax would hit would scream like a banshee, then run off the rope and then kick her once again in the face. And 1, 2, 3, Oscar retains um, the NXT Women's Championship. Very good match from both women. Hopefully we get to see more of Nia Jax. This is one thing I feel like they haven't been doing very well, and that is uh showing Nia Jax off, man. She's not on NXT enough, so I want to see more of Nia Jax, and hopefully she gets a title shot down the line, maybe at the next NXT Takeover. We will see. Oh man, we gotta go back to. I gotta go back and talk about something I forgot in the tag title match. I forgot to mention right after the match, these huge ass like monsters came out there and attacked Gable and Jordan. I don't know who the hell they are, but they came out there and beat the living hell out of American Alpha. Man, these guys are huge, man. I'm telling you. Um, I cannot wait to see what happens on NXT with these guys, man, because they are huge, and I'm guessing these guys are going to be the next um, people to feud with America Alpha, man. But I can say they're big, but they're very agile. And they hit some like two huge tag team maneuvers on both guys, and I'm really looking forward to seeing where that goes. And also, we also saw a appearance by Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode was waiting for William Regal in his office, so they were talking about maybe a contract signing, or I don't know. Anyway, guys, let's get to the main event. Tonight was possibly the fourth and final match between the Samoa Submission Machine, Samoa Joe, and the former NXT champion, the Demon, Finn Balor. But this time, it wasn't just any normal match. This match took place inside of a solid steel cage. The first ever NXT steel cage match was tonight, and the NXT title was on the line. Um, This is probably one of their best matches, man. I honestly really believe that they went all out in this matchup. For Steel Cage, Steel Cages always sort of kind of get boring, in a way because you see a lot of the same stuff in there. There's nothing else, anything really innovative you can do in the Steel Cage. But with that said, I still really enjoyed this matchup. Um, I can't really think of any huge spots in there, but man, I would definitely go check this match out. One thing though, at the end of this matchup, I think it was Finn. Yeah, it was Finn Balor who was trying to get outside the ring, not outside the ring, but outside the cage. I think he was going for a top rope, coup de grace. Before he can get up there, Samoa Joe stopped him, put him on his shoulders, and hit a second rope, muscle buster. It was insane, man. To retain his championship, that was probably the first time I've ever seen that. It's probably happened in TNA before, but I couldn't recall it. Uh, this was amazing. It was an amazing end of this feud, and hopefully that's the end of these guys because I think this feud's been going on for like 5 months or whatever, probably longer than that. So hopefully this was the ending of this whole feud between these guys, the longest feud in NXT history. But yeah, guys, that was NXT Takeover The End. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of the show. Did you enjoy it? What was your favorite match? But until then, guys, comment, rate, subscribe. Stay go, everybody. Peace.